Well, good morning, everybody. We are in Little River, South Carolina on Highway 17 North, heading up towards the North Carolina state line. And we're going to take you to a little place today that a lot of people do not know about. It's kind of a little hidden gem here in the North Myrtle Beach area. And it's called the Vereen Memorial Gardens. And you just get on Highway 17 North, like I said, and drive towards North Carolina. And just before you enter into North Carolina, you will take a right towards Calabash. When you see the little green sign, you're going to see it right here. While someone pulls right out in front of me. Alright, when you see this little green sign for Calabash, you want to turn right here. You'll see the South Carolina Welcome Center over to your left. And once you do that, you take the first right, and I'll get the sign here. It's Vereen Memorial Historical Gardens. And that person that pulled out in front of me was in a big hurry to get here. So anyway, what this is just a really nice little place if you want to get away from the crowds. It's a good little place to picnic, bring a picnic lunch. They have picnic tables. Walk your pet. It's very pet friendly. A couple little short nature trails. You can actually walk right down to the waterway, which we are going to do.
Got little docks where you can fish from too.
Yeah, there's a little fishing dock up here on the river. You're not on the ocean. You're actually on, I don't know if it's the Intracoastal Waterway. It probably connects to it, but it's probably Little River, which would be what the town of Little River is named after. Just about 4 or 5 miles north of North Myrtle Beach. But you can see it's very quiet and peaceful back in here. And there's a little cemetery on the right. There's a couple of other places you can stop and do a picnic, but we usually drive all the way to the last parking area. In fact, we always do. And like I say, here's a lady walking her dog now, so it's very pet friendly. Our pets enjoy it. We usually come out here at least once a trip with them, just to let them kind of have something they enjoy. So we'll be out there in just a minute. Okay, we're coming up on the end of it here, and this is where we always park and get out. Like I say, there's several picnic tables. You can walk down to the waterway, so we'll be showing you more of this once we get parked here. I don't remember the porta potties. They may have been here. We've actually come out here and eaten before, and we've come out here a couple years back when my wife and I, we actually read through the Bible together. We actually came out here and did our Bible reading a couple of days. So
yeah, they got swings.
Yeah, we sat on the swing out there. So we'll show you more here in just a few minutes. Okay, we're starting to walk down the trail here. It's very sandy. Not really rocky at all, just a lot of sand. Of course, you'd expect that here at the coast. Now today is not typical May 30th weather. It's actually very, very cool. It's 59 degrees here with a breeze. The day we got down here, it was in the 80s. Last week, it topped 90 at home. I'm assuming it would here. It's a little cooler where we're at home usually. And we are back into early March weather today. This is really, really non-typical of the weather here on the South Carolina coast. It's very cool. I'm in shorts and a t-shirt, and I'm quite chilly. One thing out here, there's a lot of neat looking trees with some kind of twisted, mangled branches. Several of those. There's another one on out where you have to let my wife tell you what she did out there with that one tree with our son's shirt. You want to tell everybody?
Well, the branch kind of hung down a little bit. I says, Tyler, get up there and sit and let me get your picture. It was a new t-shirt he just bought and loved. So he gets up there.
So she made him climb the tree in it.
And says he's jumping down. There's a little notch or something that put a hole in his t-shirt. So I ended up having to buy him another one.
Oh, you did buy him another one?
Well,
oh,
yeah,
okay. Well, I didn't realize that. He still talks about it. I thought maybe you hadn't ever.
It warped him.
Yeah, but he still mentions it every time we come out here. He's not with us today, but are they good?
I guess
So we're walking the pads off the trail here a little bit. So I want to walk down here by this tree. I can see a lot of the little sand crabs are here on the mud. I don't know, I guess that's what they're called, sand crabs. They're very tiny. They've all quit moving. You're probably not even going to see them. I'll try to find some more. But they're here by the hundreds. You can see the little holes. I guess they all went in the holes when I walked down here. Yeah, I actually walked down here because I saw like 20 or 30 of them. I guess they're not excited to see me. So we'll keep walking. You can usually see a lot of them from the bridge here. So.
Oh, so they killed it with a snake.
Huh? How do you know they killed it?
Well, I don't know. His head looks a little mashed.
I hope that's just a little green snake too. No, you know, I'm not going to get off on something here, and I don't know what happened. It might have died. It might have been an accident. Who knows? But there's a little green snake back there, completely harmless, and there are people who honestly are so ignorant, and it is ignorance, that they think the only good snake's a dead snake. And I'm not big on killing things myself, but obviously if something's attacking you, that's one thing. But it looks like somebody might have went out of their way just to kill a little harmless green snake. Totally unnecessary. Huh?
Careful.
Oh yeah.
Dog
But anyway, you can see some of the marshland here and the grass areas. Just a really neat, you know, I like hiking in the mountains, but this is a neat little alternative to that. To come down here to the beach and just kind of get away from the crowds for a little bit. And you got your little waterways here. I'm assuming that's probably brackish water, a mixture of salt and fresh. Sometimes you come out here in the evenings, this is kind of morning, but sometimes when you come out in the evenings the tide's really low and you can see a lot more of the dirt bank. And down here is the main waterway. We'll be down there in just a minute.
Yeah, I mean, when people are down there, they want, good morning.
Good morning.
They want to.
And we have our little Yorkie trying to start something with what looked like a pit bull mix. So that's the thing about Yorkies, they don't know how small they are. They think they're 100 pounds and can handle anything. And he wouldn't have been like a bite-sized lunch for that dog. But you can look out here and just see the grasslands, the marshy areas. I guess those are little fiddler crabs. I guess that's what we're trying to look for. I'll find some here in just a minute. But fiddlers look for food at low tide and stay near their burrows. Only the male fiddler has a single large claw, probably has to defend himself, which he uses for protection and to attract a potential mate. So I guess like men flex muscles, he flexes his claw. He will wave his claw and retreat into his hole, and the female will follow. Ain't that easy for us, is it? In an effort to practice social distancing, only 6 people allowed on the pier at one time. Well, I'll practice social distancing, but I'm going out on the pier. So, other things they have around here is the broadhead skink. I don't think we've ever seen one of those out here.
No.
Then the salt marsh skipper. What's that, a moth?
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Okay. And the diamondback terrapin. Not sure if we've ever seen a turtle out here or not.
No, unless, no, I don't think we have. I think we saw one in the water.
And then this is called cord grass. I guess that's the grass you see in the marshlands. Smooth cord grass. I didn't know that. And Yaupon holly. Okay. All right, let's walk on now. We got some seashells in the path. We're almost down at the waterway. salt marsh fishes. Silverside pinfish. Now I'm going to tell you something. A pinfish, that is, if you've ever done any fishing off the Gulf Coast of Florida, those are the most annoying little bait stealers. They're biting when nothing else does, and they'll just nibble at your bait, and their mouth is so small, they're very hard to hook. So, if it looks like, I don't know what that other one is, some kind of mud minnow, Atlantic croaker, winter flounder, and striped mullet. Alright, so here we're walking. Oh yeah, I'll get that. Then there's the green ano, the lizard. And then here's another blue crab sign. Oh, that's the other was a fiddler crab. This is a blue crab. Alright. So walking on the fishing pier, and there's a boat going by. Usually we have at least a boat or two go by. Sometimes a big one. They got some kind of a not a cruise ship like Carnival or anything, but just like some kind of little local cruises that I guess they take out into the ocean a little bit. They come by here quite a bit, and those are pretty good sized little ships. So anyway, here comes another one. Did I mention my birthday was coming up?
So look down here. See all these little shells? They're not
Ignore that.
crabs. What are those? So they're climbing even up on the grass. You see them?
I'm gonna try to get some of these little fiddler crabs. They're very skittish. They're right at the edge of their holes now. I guess I want to see what I'm gonna do next. Ain't gonna hurt you, bud. I'm up here. I'm just trying to let other people see you. That's all.
I don't know.
But anyway, the crabs are kind of, I guess they're called crabs for a reason. They're not very friendly creatures at all. Now there's a dark colored one. I haven't seen one that dark before. Alright, well, we've seen the crabs. Well, I'll let you see back out over the grassland, over the grass again. What was that called? Smooth cord grass? This is just a neat little place to come and kind of unwind a little bit and relax. The water's lapping up on the shore here. Oh yeah, way up there. I don't know if the camera will pick it up or not. That's one of those smaller cruise ships I was talking about. Apologize for the movement when you're zoomed in. It's kind of hard if you don't have it on a tripod. And there's a dog enjoying himself. He's getting in there, man. Obviously a retriever of some sort. Now at low tide you can walk down these steps onto the bank, but it's obviously not low tide, so I'm not going to be walking down those steps this time.
Trying to get him. He took a little life jacket, like a little vest, a swim vest. Thinking, who knows, maybe he's doing it.
Anytime boats go by, it kind of gets the water stirred up a little bit. Watch that dog again. She's throwing sticks out there and he's going to get it. He's having himself a time. And by the way, we got a birthday boy here. Rovier, the small one here, turns 12 today. He's 12 years old, still going good. And Renoir is, we've had him a little over a year. We think he's 8 years old. Rovier, smile for the camera. Show him birthday face. Alright. Go for a ride? You gonna go for a ride? He likes to go for rides, that Perksy, but there's another bridge. We're gonna be going over that here in just a minute, but I gotta make a stop up here at the little shelter area. I just mentioned about Renoir being 8 years old. He's our second rescue. We got Rovier as a puppy. Had him for 12 years now. Well, no, he was born 12 years ago. We've not had any. We got him in August. He was born in May. I think he was about 12 weeks old or so. But you've heard us talk a lot about Pierre, the rescue that we took in, and we had him for over 6 years. He and I were best friends, and we were very close to each other. And this is a spot here. It's honestly, it's a little hard. His last trip here with us was in 2019, and last year when I come back here for the first time, since then I didn't do well with it. But every year we had a tradition. We would get a picture of Pierre and Rovier sitting right there, and you know, he left us in July of 2019, but that's where we would always get a picture of him. So anyway, I don't remember that little path going down beside of this, though, do you? No, it's like that's a little bit more opened up, I think. But we'll walk on, and yeah, one thing, and I was kind of debating whether to say this or not on here, but I'm going to, because it was a personal decision. It's not for everybody. But like I say, Pierre was very, very close to our family. He was different than any dog we've ever had, because he was very, very needy for attention and affection. When he came to us, he was afraid, but within a short time he realized he could trust us, and then he became very clingy, didn't like to be away from us. So we don't know his history, but we kind of felt like our home was the only home he ever had. So when he passed away, we thought it was fitting that he remain in our home. So we actually, when it looked like we were going to lose him back in 2017, even though he rebounded and lived till 2019, we started doing some research. And again, this is just something, some people aren't even aware this exists, but it's an option to burial. I couldn't stand the thought of just burying him, you know, and putting him in the ground. And a lot of people who don't want to do that have their pets cremated. And that is an option to keep the pet in the home, but we found another option called freeze-dried preservation. And it's a process that takes several months. For a small dog like Pierre, it took 5 months. But what it does is it allows your pet to be perpetually preserved in a state where you can have the pet in your home and still see the pet. And that's what we had done with Pierre, and it cost us a little over $800. The man in Pennsylvania who did it, I'm going to go ahead and give an advertisement for him. You can look this man up, Second Life Freeze Dry in Springboro, Pennsylvania. The guy's name's Chuck. Does an excellent job. He's an artist. Isn't that right? I mean, he took us in his shop and showed us around, and he can do anything with any type of pet of any size and make it look just like it did in life. So, you know, I'm not going to take Pierre out, but I did bring Pierre back here with us today, because, you know, it just seemed like it's something I felt like I wanted to do. But so we have our two living ones, and, you know, Pierre here with us. So that's just something, if anybody's close to their pet, you know, not for everybody. If you don't want to do it, that's perfectly fine. But some people get very attached to their pets and can't let them go. So that's the only option that gives some people a little bit of comfort, and that was how we felt. So you know, but it brings people a lot of comfort to be able to do that to their pet, if that's something you're inclined to do. Some people said they wish they had known about it before they did one of the other things like burial or cremation. I've actually had people say, I wish I had known that existed. So if anybody's watching this, it's something to keep in mind. It's not a cheap procedure unless you have a very small dog. But anyway, I just wanted everybody to know about that. Kind of debated on whether to mention it, but alright, getting ready to walk out the other bridge here. This is the same waterway, just a different section of it. Let's see what we got here. Vereen Memorial Historical Gardens. Sights and sounds of the marsh. Stand here quietly. I hear crickets. At low tide you can hear clicking. This is a mollusk closing their shells. Did you see or hear fish jumping? No, I did not. I have, but not this time. Do I hear bird calls? No. I do hear what sounds like, I did hear a bird there, and I do hear what sounds like something, like crickets chirping maybe. Again, more of the grasslands. I don't think we've ever walked down that bridge. I mean, you could probably walk a lot more places from around here, but we usually do these two and head on back. So, and here's some more of the wildlife that they have here. I've never seen a raccoon here. And then wading birds, the great blue heron. And what else we got here? The double-crested cormorant. And the groundsel tree. I guess that's what that is, I don't know. And this has been here for years. We don't really know what it is, but people come and put shells in the tree and tie little ribbons around it. Not really sure. Oh, here's one with a bunch of them. I'm not sure what is it. Does it tell what they do that for? Or make a wish, hang a shell.
Oh, right there it is. On the branch.
Yeah, make a wish, hang a shell.
And that's actually...
Oh, here's one of those cruise ships going by. Tell everybody about those.
Casino.
Here is one. Yeah, it's a casino cruise. We don't gamble, but it's a smaller local cruise. That's one thing we miss is cruising, and I don't know if the cruise industry is ever be the same. I don't know if we're going to be able to even ever do it again. So, depending on what the requirements are and what they decide they're going to tell us we have to do. So.
But that there, where they wrote that, that was the branch Tyler sure got ripped off.
Oh, that's the one.
Cut it. Yes.
I guess Tyler made a wish that branch would get cut off so he wouldn't never lose any more clothes on it. So apparently this is the offending branch where Tyler ripped his new shirt. And we've got 2 Yorkies and a big bulldog here. Because that cruise ship, yeah, it's going to turn the water up a little bit. Walk down a little bit closer. All kinds of shells and stuff washed up here. I better back up. About to get wet. Anyway, this is a really nice area. This is gonna just about conclude and our tour. If you look out through there past the bulldog, and you just see a little, I guess you call that a little beach area. There's nothing but seashells. It's nothing but shells. Did you hang a shell?
I was just reading what some people wrote.
Are they actually writing wishes on them?
Some people do. One person wrote God knows, and some people have like their name.
I don't know. I mean, I kind of wish people would leave trees alone, but I guess that's better. Like, you know, this genius here writes their name on the tree. On the tree. I can't read what that says, Cohen or something, but I guess it's better to hang a shell from a tree than just to write on the tree.
See the roots on that?
Oh yeah. Yeah, pretty neat root system there on that tree. Alright, well we're going to head on back to the vehicle now, but I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, then as always, please like, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to our channel. That would really help us out, and we would appreciate it. And we'll try to continue uploading good, wholesome content. We're not world travelers, but we got some places we do like to go occasionally, and try to give some good reviews and our thoughts on various places. So hope you enjoy it, and please like and subscribe. Thank you, and have a blessed day.